What's up guys and welcome to Myth Busting Monday Season 2 Episode 22. Yes dudes, this is the show where we bust the myths that you guys leave in the comment section below. So if you guys have got any myths you would like to see featured in next week's episode, all you've got to do is leave those inside the comment section right now or at the end of the video and we'll see which ones get featured next week. This week all our myths are based on the brand new zombies map Ancient Evil, which released last week. So that's fair to say we've got some pretty cool myths inside of this episode. So on last week's episode you guys managed to do 2,300 likes, and I feel like the zombies community is slowly coming back to life. So let's try and absolutely smash that like goal. Let's try and beat 2,300 likes in 24 hours. You guys can do it. Absolutely smash that like button, smash the subscribe button if you are brand new to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. And with that all said, sit back, relax and enjoy Season 2 Episode 22 of Myth Busting Mondays. So the first myth of today's show is being sent in by Ant-Man here 55, and they say, is there any way how to get unlimited ammo for the wonder weapons on Ancient Evil yet? Now yes, there is. Literally a few hours before I recorded this video, a brand new way how to get unlimited ammo on one of the wonder weapons on Ancient Evil was released, and it's super easy. All you've got to do is get up to the part of the Easter egg where you have to interact with the RAR perk. So when you get up to this part of the Easter egg, go over to the RAR perk, and you can see right now that I have 0 ammo left inside of my gauntlet. I give it to the RAR perk, and then once that happens, make your way up to where you collect that wonder weapon from once again. And right now, while I'm going up to that area, the skeletons will start blocking the shots from that RAR statue, meaning that any second that step will fail. And as soon as it does fail, my wonder weapon will come back to me on that altar, and it will have full ammo. So every single time you want to get ammo back for this wonder weapon, that is all you have got to do. It's very simple. So there you go. You can get unlimited ammo on one of the wonder weapons on the brand new zombies map Ancient Evil. But let's move straight on to the next myth of today's show right now, which has been sent in by John Thick. And John Thick says, myth, can you use the acid bomb instead of the acid spear on the step where you have to shoot the crossbow into the thing? And loads of pizza emojis. You guys know the final step of the Easter egg took so long for people to discover, and that's because you've got to run through the acid trap with a flaming spear and then go and melee the crossbow thing, therefore putting acid on the crossbow and releasing the bow. But can we just do this with acid bombs? I don't think I've used acid bombs since the release of the game, so let's jump over to the end of the Easter egg and let's go and see if acid bombs can do the exact same thing as an acid spear. If this works, it'll be unbelievable. But let's go and check this out. Okay guys, so I'm in a game right now with Chopper, and we're on the final step of the Easter egg where we have to go and melee the giant bow with an acid spear. But I'm gonna use acid bombs instead, so let's make our way over to the bow right now. Let's place an acid bomb on the top of this bow, and here we go. Let's check this out. No, dude, it didn't work. Let's place 2 more on just to be 100% sure in different areas. And yeah, there we go. So no, it is impossible to set this bow off with anything but the acid spear. Acid bombs do not work. It would have been really cool if that worked, because no one uses acid bombs. So we would have been looking for that step for so long. But John Thick, thank you for sending that one in. Like I said, if it would have worked, would have been an amazing myth. But let's move straight on to the next myth of today's show right now, which has been sent in by Ashgar. And Ashgar says, can you use anywhere but here in the Sentinel artifact lockdown? Now there's a lot of things inside of zombies where it doesn't allow you to use anywhere but here, but with new maps I love testing this out, because if it does work, it means you can exit that area and probably finish that lockdown a lot quicker. So let's jump over to another game, get inside of that Sentinel artifact room, get into the lockdown, and let's see if we can use anywhere but here. Here we go. Okay guys, so here we are inside of the Sentinel artifact room. First things first, let's activate the Sentinel artifact, and now let's try and use that anywhere but here elixir. Here we go. No, dude, it doesn't seem to work. It doesn't let me activate it at all. So no, you can't exit this area with that anywhere but here. Now there is another myth that's been sent in very similar to this, which has been sent in by Window PIZ, and they say, can you use anywhere but here inside of the upgrade island station for the wonder weapons? So once again, let's go and see if anywhere but here will activate in these areas. Let's go and check this out. Okay guys, so we've fully upgraded the green wonder weapon right now. We're gonna teleport over to that area and let's see if we can use anywhere but here. Here we go. Let's check this out. No, dude, it's not letting me activate that anywhere but here once again. So unfortunately for us, but good for Treyarch, it seems like they're now starting to realize all of these things that we're trying to do with anywhere but here and other elixirs that kind of break the game. So big ups to Treyarch for actually doing this, but it's a little bit annoying for Myth Busting Mondays, right? But regardless of the outcome, thank you so much for those anywhere but here myths. If you guys have got any anywhere but here myths that you want to send in, feel free. I love using that elixir, and if there's anything cool we can do with it, I would love to test that out. But let's jump straight over to the next myth of today's show right now, which has been sent in by Nash But I Hate Utah. And they say, does your gauntlet melee get affected by the melee perk? Now, if you don't know, inside of this map, when you do have one of the wonder weapons or one of the gauntlets or one of the hands on your actual hand and you're using that inside of your inventory, your melee will be increased by quite a lot. It normally lasts until the mid-20s where it's actually a one hit just with that. So it's at least double better than a Bowie knife. But when it does finally run out and it stops being a one hit on those zombies, can we use Swordflay to increase that damage and make it even better once again? Let's jump back over to another game of Ancient Evil. Let's activate Swordflay and let's go and see if our gauntlet can actually handle one hit kills into higher rounds using that elixir. Let's go and check this out. Okay guys, so we are currently on round 24, and as you guys just saw, it's no longer a one melee hit with our gauntlets on those zombies. So let's activate Swordflay. Let's go over to a zombie and here we go. Yeah, there you go. It's now a one-hit kill on all zombies using Swordflay. So that myth is true. Swordflay can affect the gauntlets inside of Ancient Evil. And with using these gauntlets, Swordflay, and even Ethereal Razor, it'll be really cool to see what kind of enemies we can kill nice and quick, and to see what kind of round we can get up to where everything is still a one-hit melee kill. So big shout out to Nash But I Hate Utah for sending that one in. Let's jump straight over to the next myth of today's show right now, which actually kind of leads us on from that last myth, but without the gauntlet. And this is been sent in by Ride in Wild, and they say myth: if you use Swordflay, Ethereal Razor, and also the Bowie knife, can you insta-kill the 6-armed bosses? Now this is really interesting because we actually tried this exact same myth using Swordflay, the Bowie knife, and also Ethereal Razor perk on other things inside of the game, like on 9 and Voyage of Despair. We tried it on the Blightfather, and the Blightfather turned out to be around 2 melees to actually get him fully killed. And we've also tried on other things inside of the game as well, and it usually does pretty darn good. So let's check this out on Ancient Evil right now. How many melees with those 3 combinations will actually end up killing a 6th-armed boss? How strong are they really? Let's jump over and let's go and check this out. Okay guys, so here we are back inside of another game. We're making our way over by an Ethereal Razor, and inside of our invent right now, I do have a Bowie knife, and I've also got Swordflay, which I'm going to activate right about now. So we do have a 6-armed guy inside of the map, so let's melee him and let's check this out. No, there you go. So 1 melee does not kill that 6th-armed boss. What about another one? No, look at that, even 2, so it's stronger than a Blightfather. What about 3 melees? Let's go for the next one. No, dude, how did 3 not work? That 4th one right there didn't actually hit him. That hit a zombie. Let's go for number 4. Is that it? No, let's go for number 5 right now. So at the minute, we're at 4 melees, and this guy still isn't dead. Surely number 5 is going to do it. Yeah, there you go. So 5 melees with Swordflay, a Bowie knife, and Ethereal Razor will kill that big guy. So he is a lot stronger than a Blightfather. But with that said, looking at the last myth that we just did, if we would have used the gauntlet on that, maybe it would have been quicker. So if you want to leave it in for next week's episode, if we do that exact same myth but using the gauntlet instead of the Bowie knife, I'll pick one of your guys' myths to put inside of next week's episode. But that was a really cool myth. Thank you so much for sending that one in. And let's jump straight over to the next myth of today's show right now, which has been sent in by Cobra. And Cobra says, myth: while you have the sapling, can you ride on Pegasus and still have it in the underworld? And 3 pizza emojis. Now, if you guys don't know, during one of the upgrade processes of the gauntlets, while we're upgrading that green one, we do end up having this sapling that we can hold, and that is part of that upgrade process. But while we are holding that green sapling, can we go and ride Pegasus? And will it be with us in the underworld? Let's jump over to another game and let's go and check this out. Okay guys, so right now I'm about to pick up the sapling from the ground and go and instantly ride Pegasus. So let's pick up the sapling. Let's make our way down there. Chopper is already waiting down at the Pegasus for me. So as soon as I get there, we'll instantly see the cutscene begin. Now, as soon as that cutscene does begin, I'm going to instantly fast forward and jump over to when we get inside of that underworld, and we'll check out if we still got that sapling. So here we go. Let's jump over to the underworld. Okay guys, so we're about to land inside of the underworld. Let's check out what we've got. No, dude, it's giving me the Mosey. What about if I switch weapons? What if I got in the other one? I've got one in my hand, so I don't actually have the sapling at all. So this begs the question, if I go and make my way back over to the original place I got the sapling from, will it be there? And if it's not, is our game completely broken right now? So let's jump back over to where we got the sapling from and see if it's still there now. Here we go. Okay, we're making our way over to where we originally got it from, and there it is. So now we can see that we've got the sapling. So if you do end up going on Pegasus while you have that sapling, it will respawn in. Very, very cool myth there. Thank you so much to Cobra for sending that one in. And let's jump straight over to the next myth of today's show right now, which has been sent in by Spyro Stone 10. And Spyro Stone 10 says, myth: if you use the Blood Debt Elixir, could you stay on the island in the boss fight that gets blown up and not die? Now, this is very, very interesting because that area does get fully locked off from you. So any chance that we have of actually staying on a place on the map that we're not supposed to be makes me really, really excited to try it out. So let's jump over to the boss fight and let's go check this out. Okay, guys, so we're at the part of the boss fight right right now where the Pegasus is about to be killed. I'm currently on the island, which will be blowing up any second now. I've got 6,000 points, so it should last a little bit of time when I activate this blood debt. So let's go ahead, activate our blood debt right now, and let's see if we can stay on this island after it blows up. Here we go. The Pegasus has now been thrown off the cliff. Let's see what's gonna start happening. Am I gonna get hit? Yeah, dude, I'm being hit quick. Look at my health going down. It's already at 0. Dude, I'm literally gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna exit right there, and I'm sure this island is about to be blown up. Look at that. We were so close on the time of it actually being blown up right there that it's ridiculous. So what we're gonna try, I need you guys, or one of you guys, to put in for next week's episode with the brand new elixir that regenerates your health while you are sprinting. Can we stay on the island? Blood debt clearly doesn't work, but with that new elixir, as long as you are sprinting, you can regenerate your health. So surely if I stay on the island and keep on sprinting around, we can't go down if we're using that elixir, right? And then the island will blow up, and then we might be stuck on the island. So if you guys leave that myth for next week's episode, I will definitely check that out. But blood debt, unfortunately, doesn't work. But let's go straight on to the final myth, the ultimate myth of today's show right now, which has been sent in by MyZombiesMan23. And they say, myth, is it true you can get a free upgraded weapon on Ancient Evil? And 3 pizza emojis. And the answer to this is yes. There's so many different rewards that we can get inside of Ancient Evil, and we're still testing to see every single one of them, but one of the rewards is super cool. You guys can see right now that we've got a brand new drop inside of the map right here, and it's got a bullet inside of a hexagon shape. I make my way over to it, pick it up, and you guys can see that I instantly get brain rot on my weapon right there, which means that yes, you can get a free upgraded weapon inside of Ancient Evil. How cool is that? And the fact that we've got a brand new drop inside of this game as well is even cooler. And that's not the only new drop. There's so many different ones. So I might actually make a video on every single new drop inside of the game at some point. But there you go. That was Mythbusting Monday Season 2 Episode 22. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, make sure you absolutely smash the like button right now. We're going to be aiming for 2,300 likes in 24 hours. And if you are brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. But with that all said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you for watching, guys, and peace out.